Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so today we are going to take the new LR Piccolo up against Cell Max. I have a feeling that this is going to be absolute devastation. I'm using the support memory for the Movie Heroes buff, although honestly I really didn't need to. Piccolo is insanely good, and the friend system gave me a Rainbow Friend Piccolo, so we're going to see some pretty good stuff right here. So he's going to get super attacked straight away by the STR1, which I don't expect to do any damage. And then 10.6 million on his first super attack after being hit twice. That's pretty good. He's getting the support from Gamma too, but they don't really share like a ton of links. And obviously the Piccolo in slot 3 is not providing any extra support. Wow, Gamma not getting the good RNG for his attacks here on this turn. But, yeah, and then 5.6. So that's the difference. Mine only has one dupe, and obviously he didn't get attacked at all before he attacked. Because remember, Piccolo, unlike Gohan, who has to super attack to get his buffs from his passive, Piccolo has to be hit to get the buffs. So, alright, so I need you as a slot 1 unit for this rotation, and I need you for the other one. So, bit of a weird rotation setup here. I think I might actually... Let's do this. Gamma doesn't really need to super. I'm going to kind of forego... I'm going to stall a little bit here, right? Because we don't want to... Well, I can't not get... There we go. I was going to say, I thought I couldn't avoid getting 2 rainbow orbs for God Goku. Because I want to at least get our rotations sorted before we get to the tech Cell Max. Because if you've already watched the video that I did for Gohan, we got through it very, very quickly. I did the mission, the new mission for beating it in 5 turns, without really attempting to do that. It was just trying to show off Gohan in that event. So I have a feeling that this is going to be very similar if we don't stall. Especially because units like the Gammas obviously get that extra buff against this event, so you can storm through this incredibly quickly. This team would also be able to complete the Superheroes mission if I didn't have Pikkon on the team, but he can easily be replaced with somebody else. In fact, I should have put Pan on the team because she gives 50% support to Piccolo, so I think I actually meant to do that before jumping in, but we can always try that out again. I know Piccolo is like a weird choice for people, I guess, because he, Pikkon can be a dangerous choice because, of course, he, if you don't get lucky with the dodge up outside of that Ghost Usher turn, then obviously he could get, you know, quite a bit of a beating. I need to try and make sure we get his passive, though, so let me do this. Because remember, Piccolo gets 2 ki for getting hit, which he gives to everyone. And then we can't get the support for you unless I float you off, which I'm not adverse to doing, so... yeah, none of these orbs line up like the way I want them to. What about if I do this? Will that blue one come down here? Oh, okay, it does, but it stops all the other ones. Nice. So I can't get the extra support buff for everybody else, which is unfortunate. But Piccolo doesn't stack on either of his supers, even the weird way it's worded on Global. So we don't really need to worry about whether he gets his 18 ki super or not. And he's now been hit enough times for his passive to be fully maxed out as well. So yeah, he's just coming in with 11 million on his 12 ki super attack. That is that's pretty good. And then we'll just do another one as well. Just you know, an additional 10.5. Do some earth bending, throw a giant load of rubble at him, and yeah. I mean, it's what you'd expect with the new units that are obviously made to be good against this event, but like he's just getting absolutely torn up. And we're still on this Piccolo. Actually, wait. Oh, I had to float this Piccolo off, didn't I? So he doesn't have his guard. Yeah, so that's a little bit awkward. If he gets super attacked as the first attack, we probably die. So, again, that's kind of the awkwardness of, A, getting through the event so quickly, and B, I mentioned this when we did the 50% showcases, or 55%, sorry, but if you have both of them on the first turn, the fact that they only guard for 3 turns is a huge liability, because, as you can see, Piccolo is now dead. The problem with this is if you have to float one of them off on turn 1, it means they come back on turn 4, which then means obviously they don't have their guard anymore. So pretty awkward. You want to get them, especially for Piccolo, you want him to get hit as many times as possible before we get to the end so that he gets that buff. So I'm going to go ahead and take Pikkon off the team here and throw Pan on. And then I'm going to jump back in once we get to the actual tech phase. I'm going to try and make sure that Piccolo actually gets hit a bunch. So give me the actual Piccolo friend. There we go. Right, let's jump back in. Okay, so I've stalled quite a bit. You can see we're on turn 4 here. The friend Piccolo, who is the Rainbow Guest, is now fully built up with this final hit that he's taking. So he's all good to go. 17 million. That's him with just the links and support from STR Piccolo. The God Goku in slot 3 is obviously not doing anything. That is insane. Considering on that turn he can take basically no damage. Yeah, that is pretty wild. That's unfortunate. So, you know what we could do to get rid of that annoying lock is let's go ahead and actually use the active skill. So, because we did use the orange Piccolo transformation in the 55% showcase, but let's do this here. I still think orange Piccolo looks so cool. But yeah, there's a strat you can use. Obviously, I've taken Pikkon off the team, but you can Ghost Usher with Pikkon, getting rid of the first turn of the tech phase. Then you can Giant Form one of your orange Piccolos, and then Giant Form the other one afterwards, essentially. So that I've seen clips of people defeating Tech Cell Max with the double Piccolo lead team without Tech Cell Max basically even getting to attack you, that will actually deal damage, because obviously he attacks you during the giant transformation, but he can't do any damage to you. So, you know, basically doesn't count. But it's good to see these as well, because obviously the hitting him with the giant pole is literally the versus Cell Max attack. But notice there, we got an additional attack that was from his passive. Then we got an additional attack from the hidden potential. This is his actual second super attack. Now he's doing the additional super from his passive. So Orange Piccolo can certainly go off once he's in the giant form. Obviously, damage-wise, we're not taking any, but this is going to be a big number. Yeah, 2.1 million. Giant form characters don't really have any defense. So, but yeah, Piccolo, I was talking about it last night in the 55% showcases. Giant forms obviously don't spit out insane amounts of damage, but with him putting out multiple supers that are doing at least 2 to 3 mil, he obviously has the chance to crit on those as well. I mean, it's quite good in terms of damage. Fortunately, we've got some better orbs now, because he gets 2 extra ki per orb. We just got really unlucky in those early turns, and obviously weren't getting a lot of 18 ki supers. But yeah, he definitely is going to be able to put out a decent amount of damage. And then remember, because we're running double Piccolo leads, once we've untransformed, because I guess the way you would do it is you would transform with this Piccolo, then once he's detransformed, you use Pikkon's Ghost Usher, so then that turn plays out, and then on the next turn you get the next Piccolo, and then you transform with him as well. So, I mean, whilst giant forms aren't really known for doing huge amounts of damage overall, all of this damage that we've done to Tech Cell Max so far has all been from the giant form. So, plus I think, is he going to only get 2 turns, or is he one of those giant characters where you have a slight percentage chance of getting a 3rd turn as well? Because if he got a 3rd turn, then he's just going to be doing even more damage. So, plus the giant form thing stops the turn counter. So actually, if you want to take advantage of keeping Piccolo or Gohan's guard in play, you could use his giant form on turn 3 if you're running a full superhero team, and then actually get he's got 681k at the start of the turn with what, 20% damage reduction, because we haven't got the heal. So let's put him in slot 1 and see how well he does. I don't really want to rely on Pan dodging all of those attacks. So let's see. This is my my Piccolo. So he is 69%. We've only got Fierce Battle active, and he's still got that much defense. He does get 50% support from Pan. Yeah, double digits in slot 1 from normals. And now he's going to greatly raise his defense while doing a 12 million attack stat. So I'm pretty sure now, post-super, he lives a super from Cell Max, right? Can't Cell, super me. Very rarely will I say this, but super attack me. Oh, you mug. He's going to super attack Pan, isn't he? No! Why would you do this? Alright, Pan. You know what you need to do, and that's dodge. There's one. Hey, let's go, Pan. 3 for 3. That's what we like to see. So, yeah, Piccolo, pretty good. 69% tanking Cell Max in slot 1 before he super attacks for double-digit damage. And then remember that if we do ever get to the point where we drop below 30% HP, Piccolo gives us a full heal, and then for the rest of the fight has an extra 30% damage reduction. So he's a unit that can be rocking over 700k defense whilst having 50% damage reduction. Like, he basically can't be killed by anything. And that's his start of turn defense as well. If he super attacks first, we're not even talking double super, he can be... Oh, man. His best turn, double super, after he's gotten that heal buff, he's going to be well over 1 million defense. With 50% damage reduction. Like, he's actually crazy. So, the rainbow one, yeah, 725 at the start of the turn. Should we use the orange transformation to finish him off? Or should we... Yeah, we can't get a lot of key. So, let's go ahead and use the orange transformation. It feels appropriate. Especially because I would quite like to see what the rainbow orange Piccolo is doing with the super attacks here. But yeah, both of these units, very impressed. Like, both the runs that I've done, I've used a Rainbow Friend, and I've been very impressed with how the team does against Cell Max. Obviously, we would expect this team to be good against him, right? But, man, it's nice to see that they actually are very, very good against him. So, yeah, there you go. Piccolo should be finishing him off here. We might not even get to see that secondary attack with the 18-key super, depending on how crazy he goes right here. Yeah, we get the crit. We get an additional straight away. So, yeah, man, the more I use this Piccolo, the more I probably have him at the best unit in the game. I'd have to really think about, like, comparing him one-to-one with Vegeta and Trunks, but he actually just might straight up be the best unit in the game. So, there you go. Piccolo fans, rejoice. I know Mrs. Ningen is one of them, so... Piccolo is the best unit in the game, potentially. So, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.